Hello everyone, this is Crypto BitLaw, here with another blockchain legal brief, and today we're going to discuss a recent lawsuit that was filed by CoinCenter against the United States Treasury Department for alleged spying. But before we dive in, please, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And with that said, let's jump right on in. Alright, so as we can see here, Cointelegraph reports CoinCenter takes U.S. Treasury to court over alleged financial spying. CoinCenter filed a lawsuit against the Treasury Department in federal district court, challenging the enforcement of Section 6501's reporting mandate. They say, CoinCenter, a Washington, D.C. based non-profit blockchain advocacy group, filed a lawsuit against the United States Treasury Department for allegedly provisioning an unconstitutional amendment in the controversial infrastructure bill. And here's the title of the case, the caption. It's Dan Carmen on behalf of CoinCenter, Raymond Walsh, and Quiet Industries Corp. Versus Janet Yellen in her official capacity as the Secretary of the Treasury and the U.S. Department of the Treasury, etc. In an official announcement, CoinCenter revealed the filing of a suit against the Treasury Department in federal district court, challenging the enforcement of Section 6501's reporting mandate within the Infrastructure, Investment, and Jobs Act. The lawsuit read, quote, "In 2021, President Biden and Congress amended a little-known tax reporting mandate. If the amendment is allowed to go into effect, it will impose a mass surveillance regime on ordinary Americans. The 6501 amendment requires individuals and businesses to report information related to all incoming transactions worth $10,000 or more, which includes the sender's name, date of birth, and social security number." CoinCenter, in its announcement, highlighted how the amendment affects the entire crypto community, including the NGOs that receive anonymous donations and non-fungible token artists who will have to reveal their clients' personal information to the government. In the first claim of the lawsuit, CoinCenter alleged that the 6501 provision is not aimed at collecting information about the third parties, but rather focuses on the information about the general public participating in crypto transactions. Quote, "The second claim is about our freedom of association," the company added, as it pointed out a Supreme Court ruling that forbids the government from forcing organizations to keep and report lists of their members. On an end note, CoinCenter reached out to the crypto community for support, stating that, quote, "We are considering adding additional co-plaintiffs to this suit, so if you might fit this description and are interested, please get in touch." Last week, on June 7th, Cointelegraph came across a leaked copy of a United States draft bill concerning cryptocurrency doing the rounds on Twitter. Further investigations revealed that the regulators' concerns around user protection across the decentralized finance, DeFi, stablecoins, decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, and crypto exchange ecosystems. So here's a copy of the complaint as it was filed, and if we scroll down here to page, I believe, 25, it's a pretty lengthy complaint. It's 71 pages, at least in this PDF. We could see they give an example of IRS Form 8300 on which all reports would have to be filed, and here's a copy of it displayed here. And you have to, in part 1, identify an individual from whom the cash was received and the person on whose behalf this transaction was conducted, a description and transaction for the method of payment, businesses that received cash, lots of really intrusive information they want to know. Here's another interesting point of note. This lawsuit points out the fact that based on 26 U.S. Code Section 7203, although willful violations of other tax code reporting requirements are misdemeanors, quote, "A willful violation of any provision of Section 6050I rather, is a felony. According to the following willful conduct, it's a felony subject to a 5-year prison term." So yeah, that's not good. So here are the counts that they're claiming. Count 1 is a violation of Fourth Amendment protections against unreasonable search and seizure. And then we could scroll down and see count 2 is First Amendment association violations. And let's see if there's anything else down here. We could see well, we skipped over count 3. Let's see, count 3 is Fifth Amendment vagueness. Okay, so the Fifth Amendment protects against government deprivations of life, liberty, or property without due process. And a statute is void for vagueness when it does not provide fair notice of the law of which it demands. And so they're making a general vagueness claim there. And then count 4 is Congress's enumerated powers. And okay, so yeah, they're saying, hey, Treasury, you don't have the power to do this. The power to pass laws like this is basically vested in the Congress as the lawmaking body of the United States. And then we have count 5, Fifth Amendment compelled self-incrimination. So, you can plead the Fifth, and they're alleging that there's a violation against this because by being forced to disclose this information, you could be involuntarily giving up your Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination. So all in all, I think that this is a good thing that Coin Center is actually advocating on behalf of digital asset users and the crypto industry as a whole, kind of pushing back against this big government overreach and intrusion and their wanton willingness and desire to play Big Brother in your life and pretty much try to know everything you're doing and who you're transacting with. Now, I'm assuming the government will try to say that they're doing this under the guise of some sort of KYC, know your customer, or AML, anti-money laundering protection, and trying to root out terrorism and funding for nefarious activities and things like that. But when you really get down to the substance of it, they're just trying to, I think, pretty flagrantly gain more information about you and breach otherwise, private protections that you have, as enumerated as this lawsuit laid out by the Constitution, as put forth in the Fourth Amendment, unreasonable search, Fifth Amendment, self-incrimination, and, First Amendment protections. So all in all, I think this is a good thing. I think that this lawsuit definitely has some weight to it. It'll hold water. And I think if what we saw in the Fifth Circuit recently, that crackdown back against the SEC that came out of the Fifth Circuit, that scathing rebuke, the present state of the judiciary, given the fact that there is a somewhat conservative swing on a lot of these different courts throughout the nation presently, I think that this has an actual chance to stand up. So it could be a pretty good pushback against big government overreach and what the administrative state is attempting to do by becoming over intrusive into people's everyday lives. So I commend Coin Center for filing this. We'll keep tabs on this and keep you posted as this situation develops. And so with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, please give it a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. And with that said, thanks again for watching. And we'll see you all in the next video.